A Chicago fire chief is behind bars after driving a fire rescue vehicle drunk at the time of his accident. Fred Knox has been a firefighter for 37 years, and he resigned Friday following his arrest. The sheriff's office said that a caller reported the fire rescue vehicle swerving along this alley. Knox hit a parked car in this space before fleeing the scene on foot. The average household carries a credit card debt of more than $10,000. New credit rules are meant to offer better protection for users. Starting Monday, credit card issuers will not be able to raise rates on new accounts for 1 year. And if rates are raised on existing accounts, that new rate will only apply to new purchases. The accident happened along this intersection exactly 1 year ago. Craig Johnson died when a teenage boy lost control of his vehicle and swerved into the path of an oncoming truck. The truck then hit the car carrying Johnson, killing him immediately. Evanston police have arrested the man who shot and killed a woman here in the driveway in front of her house. Police say the two got into a heated argument early this morning. The woman was taken to St. Martin's Hospital, where she was later pronounced dead. Sometimes disgusting can be a good thing, sometimes even profitable. In this case, it was both. An 11-year-old boy from Bristol, Connecticut, won $2,500 for having the most disgusting shoes in America. Trent Robinson was crowned the winner of the 35th annual National Odor Eaters Rotten Sneaker Contest this past Thursday. In an effort to help strapped school districts save money, the House on Monday approved a bill that would let local school boards set a 4-day school week for students. So what do parents think about this?
That's a real tough question to me. There's a lot of difficulties that can arise from that because you've got 4 days that the kids are in school, the parents have normal schedules. That fifth day becomes quite horrendous because the kids have to either be disciplined enough to take care of themselves, or they have to find activities that will take their brains away from doing the wrong things.
In the past, it was mostly the rural districts that picked up on this program. The only districts that saved a great deal of money by moving to a 4-day school week were those with a lot of busing required because of high transportation costs.
They have a whole day that they may not be chaperoned or guided. It could be very serious.
It really depends on your individual family needs. Having a 4-day school week could cause some difficulties for working families, while a stay-at-home parent might be more open to the idea. Either way, the Chicago's Teachers Union say it is the wrong way to address the state's enormous budget problem. Now to the aftermath in Austin, Texas. We're learning more about the man who was angry with the IRS flying his plane into the headquarters office building, plus the brave stories of others who answered the call to help save lives. The fourth person convicted of murdering a terminally ill Skokie man was sentenced this morning. 27-year-old Robert Kane pleaded guilty to conspiracy and assault charges. He will spend a minimum of 15 years in prison. Kane was already in jail when police say he convinced his half-brother, Felton Haygood, and 2 men to kill 22-year-old Dion Gates of Evanston. Police say Kane was angry at Gates for having a crush on his girlfriend. Haygood and the 2 other men have already been sentenced. There has been another bank robbery in Skokie. Police arrested 24-year-old Chad Land of Nile for allegedly holding up a Checkland bank. It's the 5th bank robbery in Cook County since September. Police wouldn't say if he's connected to the other robberies. The man convicted of killing 2 Wilmette teenagers will spend the rest of his life in prison. Ken Tello, the ringleader of the Cash Money Gang, was found guilty of double murder in the brutal deaths of Alicia Wilson and Jen Wren. Prosecutors were pushing for the death penalty, but they told us they are satisfied with the punishment. Tonight, there is still time to get your hands on some high-end designer clothes in Naperville for as little as $10. The Cinderella's Closet fundraiser opened its doors this morning with a line of about 25 people waiting to get inside. The event offers big-name brands of clothing and shoes like Prada, Oscar de la Renta, and Jimmy Choo. A special VIP sale this week already brought in about $20,000. State troopers are looking for a truck driver that hit a teenager on a bike and then took off. The 13-year-old boy was hit near Lincolnwood Mall early this morning. Troopers are looking for a black or dark gray truck with minor damages to the front left bumper. On February 2, 2008, a man posing as a delivery worker walked into the Lane Bryant women's clothing store at 191st Street and Harlem Avenue. 40 minutes later, 5 women were dead. 2 years later, 6 full-time officers continue to investigate the murders.
As of now, we have not identified any suspects. However, I feel very confident that we will solve this case. We have over 5,600 tips that have come in, And between that, the forensics, and somebody out there knows who this person is, hopefully they'll come forward and we will solve this case. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when.
A $100,000 reward is being offered for information leading to the arrest of the killer. An 87-year-old woman said two men approached her about doing some construction work on her house. The thieves made the repairs, but when she was doing a final walkthrough, she noticed something amiss. Custom-made items and major purchases were missing. Another victim tells us how she was taken advantage of by a couple of con artists.
I was having some work done on my vacation home. I wanted to remodel the whole thing. I had to put down a $50,000 deposit. And after the work was installed, I had cabinetry, stainless steel appliances and everything. A day later, I was robbed.
When Chicago police became aware of the crimes, nearly $160,000 worth of items were stolen from nearby homes. So far this week, 50 people have reported similar incidents. Chicago police are warning people to be very cautious about strangers who offer to do work around your house.